Yeah. All right. Got a lot of wind. There's no other way to say it. So, what are the main concerns? When we say dangerous wind, this is kind of some of what we could be talking about here. Crosswinds on things like I-25 and I-40 can be a huge issue for high-profile vehicles. So when we talk about that with high wind warnings around, this kind of thing can happen. Whoa. Yeah, check it out. That direct crosswind hitting this truck and boom, it ends up right on its side. So please be careful out there for tomorrow, whether it's a semi or even your garden variety SUV could have some issues as well out there. So just be careful because these winds are really going to be a real problem for us. And we'll get into the details on exactly what you can expect here in just 1 second. Wind advisories for the Northwest Plateau and over into the southern San Juans for tomorrow. We're also dealing with high wind warnings all across the east, the metro area, west and southwest, really pretty much the rest of the state beyond the Northwest with the exception of Lee County for tomorrow, where we're going to see wind gusts at 60 miles an hour in spots. 62 in the Albuquerque area right now. Winds out of the south, 12 miles an hour. Comparatively, not a big deal at this point. 40s and 50s to the north, down to the south. Temperatures for the most part in the 50s and 60s for us right now. Winds, again, not a huge factor, and they're not likely to be here over the next few hours, but really starting tomorrow morning, that's when they start to ramp up throughout the day tomorrow and maybe even into Sunday morning before they die down in central and western sections, but across the east, winds will remain a big-time factor. The reason why is really a few-fold here, and we'll get into this in 1 second, but low pressure churning off and over California right now is going to head in our direction here. As it does, it's not necessarily going to score a direct hit on us. It's going to slide a little to the north, but a few things are going to set up over the state that's going to lead to a whole lot of wind and a little bit of precip. So who's on the docket to get most of the precip? Northwest Plateau and over into the San Juans, especially of Colorado. What we're looking at tomorrow is scattered rain and thunderstorms in this area of the state and up into southwestern Colorado with heavy snow in the San Juans north of Durango. 10 to 20 inches will be possible there. The winds comparatively aren't as bad as they're going to be in other parts of the state. Northern Mountain's going to be a rough go. Spot showers and storms will be possible throughout the day tomorrow, even into Sunday morning when we could get a few inches of snow across our northern mountains as well. But the extreme wind will be a huge factor. Southwest winds sustained 35 to 45, gusting to 60. The northeast, I-25 corridor essentially out to the state line, gusts to 65 miles an hour tomorrow. Blowing dust is going to be an issue. I recommend avoiding travel if you don't have to do it. If you do, just be careful with your speeds because that crosswind can end up kind of shifting you around a little bit in your car. East central sections, very windy. Southwest winds 30 to 40, gusting to 55. Dangerous winds on I-40. And of course, here in the metro, we could see some gusts 50, maybe 60 miles an hour. Spot shower will be possible late tomorrow and into Sunday. South and west, you guys get hammered by winds up to 60 miles an hour. Slight chance of rain, but some blowing dust along I-10 would not be a surprise at all. And over into the southeast, gusts to about 50 miles an hour and very high fire danger. So really what we're looking at here is the big-time wind tunnel from the northeast to the southwest for tomorrow. And the reason we're going to have to deal with this wind tunnel and this really essentially bisecting the state here is really threefold. We've got three main causes to the big-time wind that we're going to have to deal with here over the next 24 hours or so. Number one is the jet stream setting up. Those upper level winds are roaring. Eventually some of them make it to the surface throughout the day tomorrow and cause issues for us. Number two, a surface low is going to head off to our north here, and that's going to help kind of suck that air right on out of the eastern part of the state here, continuing to keep winds going. And then also with this whole deal, we get a front that slides across the state as well. That's going to fire up some winds too. All three of these are the reason we've got the wind tunnel in effect across a good portion of New Mexico for tomorrow. So region by region, best chance at showers across the northwest and into the mountains as well, with temperatures mainly in the 50s. Looking at that chance of showers to continue into early Sunday before things back off and into next week. Things die off as well as far as the winds go and the precip. South and west, big time winds tomorrow with temperatures anywhere from the 50s in Silver City up to the 70s. Over to the southeast, temperatures here in the 80s and 90s for tomorrow. Wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour in Roswell. In the wake of that cold front on Sunday, temperatures are cooler, but then they rebound quickly Monday and Tuesday. North and east, brutal winds tomorrow. Temperatures 50s, 60s, and 70s over the northern mountains. Looking at a lot of wind, spot storms tomorrow. Then we could grab a few inches of snow in our high mountain communities into Sunday morning. Your Santa Fe extended could get a quick shower late Saturday into Sunday as well with much cooler temperatures. Over into the East Mountains, temperatures here 50s and 60s, gusts to 55. And finally, right here in the metro area, we're going to have big time wind tomorrow. We could hit a gust at 60 miles an hour with sustained winds around 35 miles an hour. Your extended forecast in the metro, cooler in the wake of the front on Sunday. with a quick shower still possible early in the morning. Then next week, things calm down significantly.
My goodness, all those kids out playing soccer Saturday morning, those balls are going to...
Yeah, just going to hook it. You bet.
Stay right here. Sports is next.
Something for everyone at Bridgeport.